know what it is about men lying and their little liar, liar, pants on fire. Like sometimes they're small and sometimes they're so big. It's so hard for us to know what's even true. Oh, look at you laying your head. You want to be in here so bad. We're going to do what the hell, Mel? And my column that is a response to a column, because I just saw this today and I'm like, and this is why we gotta stop believing men so much. We need to ask more questions because let's just get into it. Before we do, follow my Patreon. That's where I talk about my life in France and I do lives and do all kinds of stuff. Just go check it out. A link is in my caption. Make sure you are subscribed if you want to be here, and notifications, comment, all that stuff helps get my work out to my subs. Now, today's comes from Dear Abby, and Abby and I do not always agree. And I'm pretty sure I remember really not agreeing with her on this one, but we will see. Just so you know, I kind of skimmed through these if it seems like something I want to talk about, but I'm kind of reacting most of this live. Okay, Dear Abby, I have been dating my man for 7 years. Well, that's your problem right there. Maybe not, maybe not. I'm not saying you shouldn't date someone for 7 years. I'm saying do not give them husband benefits in 7 years, which most women do, whether they mean to or not. When we got serious, he told me, when was that? 7 years ago? When we got serious, he told me he had kids. Because we are seniors, what is a senior, by the way? What is that age? I should probably look that up, but I can't because now I'm doing this live. I assumed his kids were adults. Yeah, but you don't know men. Don't you know that all these men go for younger women all the time? They will start whole new families. What, Robert De Niro? What, he's like 90 or something and has a baby. Anyway, we should stop making assumptions that give men the benefit of the doubt, I'm telling you. I recently found out that the kids are teenagers. Okay, so she just recently found this. They've been together 7 years. This is what I'm talking about, y'all. Okay, men will just literally just be like, say something that is just so not true. Or they will say nothing at all, which is lying through omission. Or they'll do this, where they're like, I have children, but I'm just not going to tell you how old they are, how involved I am, anything about them, and let you assume what you need to give me whatever I want. Extract as much free labor from you. Anyway, okay, so if they're teenagers, and this was 7 years ago, so this man's been lying for 7 years. Why did you not ask more questions? Did you not, and this is baffling. In 7 years, did you not think to ask to see a photo? Does he not have photos of his own children? What are y'all talking about? He never once talked about his kids in 7 years because the age of them would, like the context would let you know how old. This is crazy. What do y'all talk about? What on earth do you talk about? I'm not saying kids is all you would talk about, but that seems like a very major life thing that you would consistently talk about, unless he's not involved at all. But even so, whatever, oh my God. He is very involved in their lives. So if he's involved and you didn't know they were children, this man is a liar. What? I would break up with someone on this alone. This level of like withholding information through omission of details is so, like, I would assume that he also has like a criminal record. What else? Like, he probably has some STIs that he just forgot to tell you about before you started having unprotected schmegs. Like, what? The problem is, oh, this is the problem, the mother. Okay, here we go. Stop doing this. Stop assuming that the other woman is your enemy and not the man in your bed. Their mother calls him constantly about bills for her house and what the kid, I don't understand. Is this new? Has she been doing this all along? Why would she be doing that if they were adult children? Where have you been? Were you asleep for 7 years? He pays her phone bill, water bill, electric bill, and sometimes the internet. Sometimes. What a great dad. He pays for the cheapest crap. And sometimes the internet, which is definitely not essential for children. What? Definitely not during lockdowns and all that. Oh my God. As well as giving her money each month for the kids. How much? He says he does it because he doesn't pay child support. Okay. Oh my God. Why is he not paying child support? How is he legally getting away with that? Like, this man is probably lying about literally everything. Don't believe anything this man said. He literally lied about having children. And he wants to take care of his kids. Okay. He wants to take care of his kids, huh? Did he tell you why they divorced if they were ever married? Do you know anything at all about this man's family? You ain't it. Do y'all live to? I have more questions than answers. He says he's not under any circumstances getting back together with the mom. Where'd that come from? Whenever men say like something like this, why would he say this? When men drop little things like this out of nowhere, you got to wonder why they're saying this. I bet he's still with her. What? Why is he saying this? I'm telling you, you can always tell what men are lying about when they just say something and you're like, where did that come from? That is when you should be worried. He tells me he loves me. He does show it. Okay, just because a man says he loves you doesn't mean anything. I mean, a lot of men don't even know what love is. A lot of women don't know what love is. We know codependency and limerence. I didn't know what love was until my 40s. Anyway, he says that when the kids graduate from high school, he says that when the kids graduate from high school in 2 years, okay, are they twins? Okay, they must be twins, right? 2 years. So that makes them roughly 16 years old, 15 or 16. 7 minus 7. This man had 9-year-olds when y'all started dating and he didn't tell you? 9. He's sitting there thinking they're like 40. So in 2 years, he will have no reason to talk to their mom or pay bills, as if he's really paying bills. He wants his kids to leave and go to college. See, this is the other thing. Most mothers will tell you this, and any involved father will tell you that that when they turn 18, the parenting doesn't end. It's not like, okay, bye. I mean, I know that like but he's not even paying child support. Like oh God, there is so not enough information here. I'm very concerned about our relationship moving forward. You should leave this man. I would not believe anything he says after lying about something this big, because it's not just that he had 9-year-olds. It's the fact that you don't know anything about them. If he's lying about that, what else is he lying about? Like, that is such a huge part of his life. I want to know if these people live together. Because if they don't live together, he is actually still with this woman. You will not convince me anything else. How do you know so little about that? Have you ever been to his apartment? Or his house? Because there has to be photos of those children there. This man is still living with her. This man is still married. She is in a 7-year side chick relationship. He gives me a lot of information about what happens between the mom, the kids, and him. No, he doesn't. No, he hasn't. Somehow, how did you find out they're teenagers? I want to know how you found out. The woman is dangerous and volatile. Oh, okay. So why would you believe this? This man lied about having children. Why would you believe that he's honest about this part? And don't give me that. Every time, this is such a classic trick. Look, I know that domestic violence happens to men too. I'm not saying this isn't possible. It's the fact that he lied about all of this that immediately makes me think that he is the dangerous one. He's the volatile one. She has come for him in a knife trap. Yeah, right. I don't believe anything he says now. And you shouldn't either, lady. Okay, I just got to show y'all really quick. I got 2 dogs. right here. Anyway. Okay, she's coming there tonight, blah, blah, blah. Should I hang in there for the next 2 years or move on? I love him very much. Suspended in Florida. Oh my God. No! Also, what are you doing? You're going to be a hospice wife. You already are. Who's paying for everything? Oh my God, y'all. Can you imagine? Like women who are over 50. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be able to still find love. I am saying you got to be so careful. Did you see The Golden Bachelor? I mean, these men have like everything to gain and nothing to lose. And they get a nurse in a purse, right? So this lady is a senior. Go live your best life. Live your Golden Girls ending. Go hang out with your children if you have any, or your grandkids, or your nieces, and go live your. What are you doing? You're with a liar. Like, there is no good outcome for this woman. You want to wait around 2 more years? Like, oh my God, because it ain't ending in 2 years. Okay, dear suspended, hang in there. Abby, no. No, Abby. What? Why do you have a column and I don't? Abby, I'm not trying to be disrespectful here, but what are you talking about? Hang in there. She doesn't have time. It is not on her side. These are her precious, precious years left in her life where she should be living her best life, and she is, I'm sure, doing way too much labor for this dude. Hang in there, but understand that the time has come for you to discuss all of this with your gentleman friend. See, he's not a gentleman friend. They're in a committed relationship. They're serious. Okay, she didn't say committed relationship. She said they were serious. This is her boyfriend. Abby, do you not understand this man's a liar? What good is this going to do? He's been lying about everything. Suggest he talk to a family law attorney now about his children's higher education. In some states, like, who cares? What are you talking about? In order a non-custodial parent to pay for something. What are you talking about, Abby? As for his children's unstable, you can be flat with when he stops footing her bills. She's going to be one angry woman. If she threatens his life again, he should immediately call the police and all. Abby, how did you side with, how did you believe this man? Oh my God. I have never seen such a terrible response to a Dear Abby post in my life. I don't want to discount all of her other work. She's usually like pretty, she's not Carolyn. I know that if you follow my stuff. But like, how is it this woman has 7 years, she has never met his family. She doesn't even know the names of these children, I'm guessing. Doesn't know how old they are, knows nothing, has never seen a photo. If this man is lying about that much, there is no way he's telling the truth about this dangerous ex. Oh my God. Stop believing men until you have so much evidence. Don't just be like, oh, you have kids, cool, and wait for him to just share. They're not going to do that, especially if they have something they're hiding. Ask specific questions. Ask for photos, like, oh my God, anyway. There's like nothing else to say. This is so unhinged and so ridiculous that I don't even know what else to add other than leave this person. You have nothing to gain from staying with him. Please stop dating. If you are this easily fooled by this man, you probably are going to be like, this is the thing that women that age, and a lot of them is because, they're even more conditioned than my generation and the rest of us to need a partner. But come on, do we ever outgrow this? Some people apparently don't. I hate the idea of a senior working this hard to be with a man who is such a huge nothing but red flag. He's probably a little hobo too. I mean, he's definitely one of these, King Baby. But he's probably a hobo sexual, and he wants this nurse in a purse, and he's probably the violent one. And he's probably still married to that woman. There's no way he would just say out of nowhere, I'm definitely never getting back with her. With all those lies, please just like plan for a Golden Girls life. And if you meet a man who seems like a really sweet guy, you better drill him. Because when you're that age, you have so much to lose. All of your retirement stuff, like there's so much to lose. Your health. You want this man? Remember, if you marry this man, or even if you don't, but especially if you marry a man, remember, this is the person who's going to be making decisions at the hospital. Should we pull her off life support? You wouldn't believe how many men would be like, yeah, I think we've given it a and even if you're not old, if you're younger and you are in the hospital, and especially in the US with all this crazy stuff, you trust your husband enough to not put a baby's life over yours? Like, seriously, if you do not trust your husband enough to make decisions about your life in the hospital, you got no business being with that person, much less marrying them. Anyway, thank you for being here. Please follow my Patreon. Toot toot. Like, comment, share, and all the things. And don't be like suspended in Florida. Move on. Unsuspend yourself. Move on. Do not wait for men, especially liars. Et voila.